Nine games. Why do I say 9 games? Because that's the losing streak that the Miami Heat are on. Now that Cade Cunningham decides to bank in a game-winning three about 5 minutes ago. You know, it's like I shouldn't be disappointed anymore. You know, seeing these of previous 8 games, I shouldn't really be upset because this team sucks, but they had a chance to win it. And you know, like, listen, let's start off a little bit positive. At least they didn't blow a lead. Like, I understand they were up by 10 points. I get that, but 10 points is not really nothing for teams nowadays. So the 10-point deficit, it ain't all that. But they were up 10 points. It was close the rest of the way, honestly. After, what were they up 10 points? First, second quarter? I don't even remember all the details. I didn't write nothing down. I'm just coming here. I'm speaking from the heart, guys. I'm speaking from the heart. But it was just back and forth game all the way through. Tyler Hero hits the 2 free throws to tie the game. Both teams without any timeouts after Pistons called their last one. And Cade against Bam, like, that's what you wanted. They came out the timeout and Bam was guarding Cade 100%. And he just banks in the game-winning 3. Welcome back to the MC Show. It's your boy. Like, comment, subscribe. Heat fans, if you are watching, please let me know down below. I know some of you guys are probably watching this game thinking, let's go. The tank is on. We're going to get a top 4 pick. So, if you're if you're one of those Heat fans, if you're in that section, if you're at that point in your life, then you, by all means, express that. But for people like me, I like to see my team win. Even if they, listen, I know the team wasn't going to win a championship anyways, but I like to see good basketball, winning basketball. It's fun. Watching a team tank is not fun. So I feel bad for teams like the Wizards or Detroit before this season, Utah. Like, I don't like watching teams tank. It's boring basketball. I want to see competitive basketball. You know what I'm saying? At least. And at least it was competitive. Like, we're at this point where, moral victories. At least it was competitive. Your 2 best players, Bam, 30 points, 9 rebounds, 8 assists. They did, obviously, almost a triple-double. Previous 4 games, he was awful after sort of getting out of his offensive slump from the first half of the season. But, well, one, they got away from him again in the 4th quarter. Didn't like that. A bunch of back and forth, like I said, going on in this game. There was a couple possessions where, like, the Miami turned it over, and then Cade threw a pass. Cade, like, blocked somebody, threw a pass, and then they turned the ball over. Like, there was just a lot of back and forth going on. Tyler, 28 points, I believe. He was like 12 of 24 from the field. So, 50%. That's good. Your 2 best players who you are looking to carry you, especially offensively, they showed up. But my problem, you wanna know why my issue? The offensive rebounding. I don't have the stats in front of me because the game literally just ended. But I felt like Kel'el Ware, who had a nice game, but man, stop giving up offensive rebounds, man. Jumping for blocks. He's too jumpy. He let Jalen Duren, who we all know is a very, very good rebounder, one of the best, can get you second chance opportunities. He just He got second chance opportunities. Asar Thompson, Khalil Ware also turned the ball over. Got Asar Thompson when the Miami Heat were up 3. Thompson got the steal and the layup over Ware. If you're in the and listen, I'm here too. But if you're in the camp, the play Ware camp, obviously you see the highs. He had a poster dunk over Isaiah Stewart on a lob in the second quarter, but you see these lapses where he just doesn't box out, not physical enough, makes bad decisions, and little mistakes in the clutch, like the offensive rebounds and the turnovers, like it just adds up, and the basketball gods refuse to give Miami a blessing because now they're on a 9-game losing streak. They got the Houston Rockets on Friday. That's probably gonna be a loss. I know Houston's playing Orlando. The game might be over. I don't even know. If I was emotional, I might shed a tear. I might, but I'm not emotional, so I'm not gonna shed a tear. But for the tankers, I guess I clap it up for you guys. For the competitors like me, just another frustrating loss. At least Terry Rozier didn't play, right? In a game where you lost by 3 points, you scored 113. At least Terry Rozier didn't play. Moral victories, right? Yay! I guess we can be happy about that, right? Right? I don't know, man. The Heat, they obviously have a talent issue. And it sucks. Look, I'm a Jimmy Butler fan, so I'm not even mad that he's on the Warriors and they're cooking and he's playing well. I want Jimmy Butler to succeed in Golden State, so I'm not even tripping over that. But I know, like, some people might look at Jimmy, especially last night. If you saw, second night of a back-to-back, no Steph Curry. Jimmy has a 24, 8, and 10. Really led them against Milwaukee. And then they're 15 and 3, 15 and 2 when he plays. And Miami is on a 9-game losing streak. Like, it's just Jimmy's all the way up here. The Heat are all the way down here. It just sucks. It just sucks. And Spo, like, I don't think this was a coaching thing. I thought Spo, again, he didn't play Rozier. He did play Burks. I didn't think Burks was good, so I'm not really sure why he was playing for real. But he was out there, I guess. Like, I wouldn't. Bam started the fourth quarter. Sometimes Bam doesn't start the fourth quarter, and it's like, why aren't you leaving him out there? He's clearly your most impactful player on both ends of the floor. He needs to start. He started the fourth quarter. But again, this is just a game where a couple decisions, like I said, the turnovers and the second chance opportunities, they kick you in the butt, and then you give Detroit an opportunity at the end. We can't really do nothing but, like, say shout out to Cade Cunningham for making that shot. You can't, like, really be mad, but when it's your 9th game in a row, it's like the pain on top of pain on top of pain. So much pain. It hurts. I'm immune. I have built immunities to the Miami Heat losing. Even though I have clearly shown I was very sad, I'm okay. Because I've watched their previous 8 games and they've all been terrible. At least this one was a competitive loss, right? Moral victories. That's the name of the game for these last however many games this team has. Moral victories. Khalil Ware played at the end. Bam and Tyler had good games. Terry Rozier didn't play. We were competitive. We only lost by 3 points. We played better in the fourth quarter. We've been terrible in the fourth quarter since the All-Star break. But Miami was not that bad in the fourth quarter. Both teams were sloppy, but you know what I'm saying? We were in a position to win. Against the Knicks, that 41-15 third quarter, we were not in a position to win. But now we were. But today we were. And it's also, you know what I love? I love how the NBA decided to pick this game up. This game wasn't even supposed to be on ESPN, but for some reason they're like, let's embarrass the Miami Heat even more and pick up the Detroit Miami game. Thank you, NBA. Everybody wanted to see that. And then soon they got Jimmy Butler coming in because Golden State's gonna play Miami like next week or something. That's all. They also picked that up. That's on national television. So at that point, what's the streak gonna be at? 12. What can you do? Nothing. You guys let me know down below. This wasn't really analysis, but whatever. You can't make this stuff up. You can't make this stuff up. This is just Miami Heat basketball at this point. The basketball gods do not like us for whatever reason. But let me know what you guys think down below. I'll see y'all next time. Peace. I'm gonna go drink some water or something.